Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we are checking out the Enzo Aramid case from Spigen. This has to be one of the most requested cases for the iPhone 16 Pro, and of course a massive thank you to Spigen for sending this over for the purpose of review. Of course it's going to be linked in that description down below, but let's take a look. Okay guys, so here we have the Enzo Aramid. Now like I mentioned, this is for the iPhone 16 Pro. You've got all of your MagSafe compatibility right front and center here, and this case is going to come in at $69.99. So it's on the more premium side of things when it comes to the iPhone cases here. And unfortunately for that money, I kind of expected a little bit better packaging here from Spigen, but of course all you get here is the case. No screen protector, no extra paperwork, they're not messing around here. You've got the case here and it is ready to go. You've got a nice microfiber lining, and then of course you have the Aramid fibers here on the back, which is basically cut from the same material that you have from Kevlar. And of course on the inside here you can see your MagSafe ring. Now you do have the ring here, and there is also a downward alignment magnet, but they don't kind of show it off as you can see here with the rest of the ring, but it is there. So in regards to the MagSafe side of things, we'll see how that gets on in just a moment. And then you can see here you've got the AeroCore branding, so you know it's going to be genuine Aramid fibers that are going into the back of this case here. And it feels pretty good to me, and of course the microfiber lining is going to be there to protect the back of your phone. Now you do also have this camera ring here, which is going to be a completely metal camera ring, which, don't get me wrong, is going to add a ton of protection, but it can also feel a little bit sharp on the edges because it is going to be fully metal completely around the camera side here. And just in general, this case feels ultra premium with all of the metal accents. You also have a metal Spigen logo just on the bottom here, so again just kind of feeling a bit more premium compared to some other cases we've looked at recently. You've also got your completely metal buttons here for your action button, volume up and down, and of course the power button side of things as well. So again, they are going to feel extremely tactile and clicky, which of course we will get onto in a moment. Now obviously being an iPhone 16 Pro case, you do have the cutout here for the camera control. Now with this one it's kind of pretty good. Now don't get me wrong, it still moves around and you still have a lot of give to it. However, I'm pretty sure once it's on the phone we're not going to have any issues at all. You've also got a great cutout on the bottom here for the USB Type-C and the speaker. It's a pretty big cutout overall, so I don't think we're going to have any issues depending on which USB-C cable you're going to be using. Now one thing that I've always loved with Spigen cases is going to be the overall fit. For some reason they have some of the best fitting cases out there. I'm not sure if they get the phones early or whatever it may be, but for some reason they always have that very precise fit to it when it comes to the ports, the cutouts, the overall lay on the table design, and the button side of things. And again, the Enzo here is no exception. It looks and feels extremely nice here on the iPhone 16 Pro. Of course you've got all of your covered metal buttons like I mentioned here, so the volume up and down and also the action button are extremely tactile because you're kind of getting metal on metal, so it just in general feels really quite nice. Now as you can see here, I do also have a screen protector installed on my iPhone 16 Pro, and it has no interference at all. It fits fine with the screen protector, and more importantly you still get a lay on the table design here. So yes, it's not necessarily the best lay on the table design, but if you're going to be placing your phone face side down, you're not really going to run into any issues. Again, you've got a super tactile and very clicky power button here as well, and down the bottom you've got all of your cutouts here for the USB-C and speaker, and I've tried multiple USB-C cables and I have no issues at all. I also like the fact that it doesn't have a symmetrical speaker grill, because again it's just kind of some wasted space on some cases. And then we get to the overall camera protection around the back here, and like I mentioned, this is going to be a completely metal ring here to house in your camera, which, don't get me wrong, is going to provide a ton of protection if you're going to be dropping it on the floor for example. However, if you're going to be putting it down on any sort of wooden table or just in general anything that is going to scratch easily, then it's definitely something to keep an eye out for. But in general you get some great protection, and I also really like the white titanium finish here with that metal camera ring. Then of course we get to the camera control button, and this is going to be one of your cutout styles. Now don't get me wrong, it's super easy to get to and I don't really have any issue with it at all. And one thing that I do actually like is actually from the back side of the phone here, you can see it's got a bit more of a cutout to it in regards to getting to the button. I actually kind of prefer this over some other cases that have more of a cutout on the front. However, from the front here you kind of can't see there's a cutout whatsoever at all. It's only when you turn to the side or turn it on the back side here that you can actually see that you've got the button here. Now again, it does move ever so slightly around the actual button, but it's not really any concern of mine. It's not going anywhere necessarily. It doesn't move day to day. Of course, with the majority of cases with a TPU edge, if you are going to be fiddling around with that one section, yes, it's going to move, but again, nothing really to worry about here. Now, we can't talk about an Aramid case without talking about the overall finish and feel in the hand. And again, like most Aramid fiber cases, this feels extremely nice in the hand. It's got a really nice texture to the the back here with the Kevlar type material, and just in general it looks super nice. However, with every Aramid fiber case, and this one's no exception, it picks up a ton of dirt, dust and fingerprints, so that's definitely something to keep in mind there. However, we now got onto the MagSafe side of things, so I've got my Andar MagSafe wallet here, and again the magnets on the back here are some of the strongest that I've tried. Now previously in my Rhino Shield video when I was talking about that particular case, it had some really great magnets and some super good MagSafe strength, but for me this one here is probably going to take the crown at the moment with regards to the overall MagSafe strength. Anything you put on the back here, whether it's a wallet, a charger, a car mount, whatever it's going to be, it sticks and it is not going anywhere. So overall the case itself is super nice, but you would kind of expect it to be for $69.99. Now like I mentioned, that's probably one of the more expensive or the most expensive case I've looked at so far for the iPhone 16 Pro, and is it worth it? Well, I would actually kind of say yes. The overall fit, finish and in general the look of this particular case with all of your metal accents is incredible, and I think it suits pretty much any iPhone finish. For me, I think the Aramid Enzo case here from Spigen is the one to beat at the moment when it comes to the overall protection and looks for the iPhone 16 Pro. And that's going to do it guys for this video on the Enzo case from Spigen. Of course, as always, let me know in the comment section down below what phone you're currently using, if you've got the new 16 Pro, what case you are currently rocking at the moment, and if you've got any recommendations for cases you want me to take a look at in the future, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, while you are down there, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed, now is a great time to do so. And of course, as always, once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you guys are notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.